Hi, my friend. We have light shining in and some odd shadows because I have a cat that does not want to leave the window. Okay, so I couldn't change the lighting. But welcome into today's pick a card. It's a little different today. What I have here are oracle cards from the deck called Black Moon Astrology Cards. These are by Susan Shepard. They're so amazing. I love it. I think you will too. And I've brought them out because the astrology is getting intense. We're coming into eclipse season, but the first thing that's happening, and you're going to feel it now and into Monday and for a bit, Saturn is retrograding back into Pisces. And Pisces represents the final energy in the zodiac relating to our completion of karma. And Saturn is the Lord of karma, and it's assisting us to release old pains and embrace forgiveness. So forgiveness is what I want you to keep in mind. It's a powerful state of mind that opens doors to fresh starts that we all need and allows us to let go of burdens we carry from past experiences. So I hope the runes on top will help you connect with the cards. I hope these messages help you as we go through this Saturn retrograde, forgiveness, and bringing in some good energy. This is 1, 2, and 3. Let's go. Start with the rune. This is called Kanaz. It represents the letter K, rune of the torch, power of knowledge. It represents wisdom, learning, guidance, vision. Right now is important. Power, transformation, and inspiration. In astrology, it represents Venus, and in tarot, the Empress. And the message is it's time to shine an inner light to gain wisdom. Be careful of misinformation, and remember, pain can lead to healing. That is exactly what we're talking about, and forgiveness is a big part of that. Now, the Black Moon Astrology card. Whoa, lunar eclipse. Here we go. Now, this will start in September on the 7th with this lunar eclipse in Virgo. Isn't that something? So this is accepting the transformation, feeling this eclipse energy, and knowing you can't really wait around anymore. This change is coming, whether you're ready or not, whether you want to accept it or not, and you will make the most of it. Now, these changes can really be sometimes shadowy and disordered, but not necessarily bad. They can be difficult, again, but it's just really meant to happen. It's the karmic things that are happening, and these will be unexpected, which is part of September. We have Uranus retrograding into Gemini right after this. So expect the unexpected. It's going to feel a little bit like a roller coaster, a bumpy ride, but you will notice the change like a revolution. Don't be fearful or alarmed. This is really your higher self and your soul purpose getting you where you need to be. And this is a number 43 card, which I take to 7, representing the Chariot. And I know if you find the balance within you, you can really achieve the impossible and certainly move forward with balanced, good energy. And you are here to share these gifts, to heal, to share forgiveness, and teach others how to do it as well. A lot of wisdom and vision, love and nurturing is necessary for you and those around you. And I just can't wait to hear the changes that are going on in your life, here for the bad and excited for the good. All right, let's look at 2. One last thing before we move on. No medical advice, but I want to point out this can be about possible medical operations. Some of you, changes in your eyesight and your prescriptions and glasses, strange puzzling dreams, because we are going back into Pisces also, and a lot more downloads than ever. Again, your visionary senses are getting an upgrade, and I love that. All right, now let's move on to 2 now. Okay, and here we have Ewas, the letter E, and this is the rune of the horse. I love this one. You guys know that. The power of the journey. This represents connection, change, trust, growth, harmony, teamwork, power. In astrology, it represents Gemini, and in tarot, lovers. And this also comes with the message that it's time for traveling or possibly an inner journey. And you know, today we're talking about healing the pain, dissolving those past memories, and working through and offering forgiveness. This is about a time to think about trust in your relationships and in with yourself. Now, let's take a look at the Black Moon Astrology card for 2. Chiron, healing, the number 8. Wow, I'm blown away. So this is exactly what we're talking about. Many of you should, if you don't already know, see where Chiron is in your chart, which house. That'll help you see past energy and what you are moving towards. And it is fated in your chart. Now, Chiron also is about truly the fact that healing has to take place before you can deal with the situation, the question, the matter at hand. Now, also remember, if you're not familiar with Chiron, it is not a planet, but a comet with a unique orbit that travels through the entire zodiac over approximately 51 years. It is important in your chart. Happy to help. If you have any questions, you can drop a comment and I'll work with you. What's interesting too about Chiron is it means in Greek man, horse. And there we have the rune. Is that not interesting? Also, it links to the relationships that we have between Virgo and Sagittarius. Interesting concept. Virgo being that of health and physical well-being, and Sagittarius being about consciousness and spiritual well-being in regard to this card and this deck. For you, Chiron, coming out here is a time of teaching and learning and passing on wounds from the, wisdom from the wounds. You know, I know you know. And certain sorrows of the deep might be coming up. So be careful right now of repeating old patterns. These tend to resurface unless we face them head on. So there is that. And if you don't, the pain will continue. And today, this is about putting a stop to that. And it maybe pain never goes away and healing never ends, but we can give it a new perspective and also move in that energy of love and forgiveness. And the symbol for Chiron that you see there is a key. This card says that you have the key to open the right doors at your asking. To do this, you will have to work with the wounded or the downtrodden in some way. So if this is true, it's now time to save yourself and others. That's amazing. that is amazing. And it's is about connection, the power of the journey, what you pass on from this healing journey, and really building trust within yourself and others to make this happen. And you know, Chiron can in many ways relate to shamanism. And many of you are just so intuitive, so you may really be feeling this. It is about facing yourself, your journeys, your higher mind, religious ideas, heeding the call that you feel, deep listening, being bold, spiritual growth. And I also want to say for you guys, this can bring up some medical issues unexpectedly, tests. You might want to get into homeopathic medicine. Some of you may be dealing with spine, bone issues, integral organs, and it's a time to heal or be healed and to really work on trust. And also, some of you are feeling unnecessary worry. You may feel your days are tedious. I do, same shit, different day. But not for you guys. This is the joy of my life, of my day. So with that, there is empathy and kindness and responsibility to our connections. And I want you to remember, some of you will go through job changes in connection with self-healing. So you'll understand what that means. And again, drop me a comment. What's going on? And others, you are learning about health benefits through this homeopathic natural world. Some of you are really getting into writing as well. So just remember, this is amazing and really deals with healing, process, contemplation, medicine, illness, grief, and redemption. Redemption is a good word. All right, let's look at 3. These are deep, 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 deep. All right, and 3. This is the letter R, radio, I believe, the rune of the chariot, power of the journey, more of this energy. I love it. This is about change, evolution, journey, perspective, good news. Let's go with the good news. Movement, wisdom, and it has to do with fire in astrology, Sagittarius, and Tarot, Temperance. So stay balanced and grounded. And it's time for a journey, either physical or spiritual. Be careful of getting stuck in one place, change direction. So if you're looking for a sign to make a change, here it is. And for many of us coming into eclipse season and the Uranus moving into Gemini, unexpected changes. So let's get ready. What is this card? The moon. Wow. Look at that, you guys. The moon, the lunar eclipses, Chiron, our soul, your intuition, your ability to work from your heart chakra and understand intuitively what you need to do, who you need to talk to, who you need to offer an apology to, even if maybe it wasn't really your doing, but maybe you reacted or acted in a way that you need to offer up an apology and work to forgiveness, as I mentioned, as part of this theme. Now, if you're feeling stuck, I think it really has a lot to do, obviously, with your emotions and getting a new perspective so you can get out of this. Many of you may be having nightmares, high emotions, some sorrow, moodiness, feeling restless. I know a lot of us are feeling this big change and we don't know what it is, but we feel it coming like a freight train. So you may resonate with this. This also has to do with your tribe, your family tree, secret affairs. It also has to do with kind of wandering around, never really reaching a conclusion. So you need to get a better perspective and a better sense of direction. And I think really that's going to come from your intuition, your psychic visions, your dreams, maybe getting out of the mundane and taking a trip, even if it's just for a day, a little day trip or something, to help change your mood. You may be in situations where you feel shy and awkward. So it's important to really bring out some joy in your life and know that when you feel these dark shadow energies and maybe even a sense of loneliness, that it's going to pass and you will feel more enlightened, more spiritually aware. It's just important that you get in touch with the child within you and understand truly who you are. This is the high priestess after all. So pay attention again to your dreams, to the shadow side of yourself. What does need to be healed? And forgive yourself for any misgivings or shame or guilt you have, because this is tied to soul memory, and it takes a lot of wisdom and deep love to come out of this sorrow, this sort of dark night of the soul, and know that change is coming and healing is coming. And right here, change, evolution, the journey, the perspective, and good news. Hang on to that. Good news is coming. This spread here, this pick a card today, represents a lot of the energy we're feeling, the healing and forgiveness that needs to go on. So I really am grateful to my spirit guides, my intuition, touching and connecting with your intuition to help us all. So thank you for being here with me. I'm sending you so much love. Big hugs and peace.